middle of the night, I feel you all over me. But I realize it's just only a dream. You make me smile. I love it when you bring a breeze. I love it when you comb your teeth. Come stand by me. Stand by me. Do you think about me? 'Cause I think about you. Do you think about me? 'Cause I think about you. Do you think about me? 'Cause I think about you. Do you think about me? 'Cause I think about you. I just want you to know, babe. Yeah. Do you wanna do it for sure, babe? Alright. Is this when I let you know, babe? This when I let you know, babe. Is this what you want for sure, baby? Do you think about me? 'Cause I think about you. Do you think about me? 'Cause I think about you. Do you think about me? 'Cause I think about you. Do you think about me? 'Cause I think about you. Whenever I think of my love, babe. Flying through the skies above, babe. Filling up the clouds above, babe. Thinking I'm the only one, baby. Do you think about me? 'Cause I think about you. Do you think about me? 'Cause I think about you. Do you think about me? 'Cause I think about you. Do you think about me? 'Cause I think about you. Yeah, just one time. Cross your mind. Try and freeze time. Oh, yeah. Well. Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome back live. It's your girl, Lady of 2GO Radio. I'm sorry. I'm glad you guys have been here and been still attending and tuning in at voxwave.com and looking at the other shows as well as my reruns. I'm sorry your girl had to take a couple of times break. One was too bad weather. Others, as you know, we just life sometimes. But thank you and forgive you guys. And I'm glad you guys forgive me for taking a little time. But I'm back here with more information and more updates, more Shay, and more Don't Sleep. I'm here for you to fulfill you with all your needs here and the Ladies Night Live Den. Yes, Your girl got some things up for you. And I just want to remind you that um, you guys should always, stay tuned and never, just because some things go on in life, you have to continue on to, you know, flourish in what God has set forth for you. Sometimes life can come a little drag and try to pull you down its rabbit hole and, make you think, oh, just give up and, you don't need to do this and you don't need to do that. But like I said, don't sleep. Your girl is back live. So, with that being said, um, bring you up to date. Still rehearsing for the play of Giving Our Parents a Standing Ovation. We're in our still of our still auditioning and getting the brain of the play set up. We have gone through the whole play rehearsals in the past weeks. Also, it's coming up. It's approaching, and it will be here soon. And like I said, this first stage's dates are May the 5th, and there's 2 shows, and it's 2 shows, and it's available at GYPASO at .org. If you're interested in tickets, that's GYP. Put these glasses back on first of all, y'all. I don't know what I'm thinking. Your girl get out of hand sometimes, y'all. Forget I need aid. When you get AIDS, you need aid. But it's all good. It's GYPASO. That's who is also presenting this, the LLC. And it's going to be held on May the 5th. It's 2 shows. May the 5th, 2018. 2 shows, like I said, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. And it's Giving Our Parents a Standing Ovation. And it's at the Bowie Center Performing Arts Theater. That's at 15200 Annapolis Road, Bowie, Maryland. And you can, like I said, you can get your tickets at GYPASO.org. GYPASO.org. If you want your tickets to see your girl in this play called Giving Your Parents a Standing Ovation. And it's about what most of us baby boomers are going through right now in this phase of our life, because I'm experiencing it. We have to take care of our parents, and that's what the play is based on. It's also going to be, I just got another role in the play. I was the understudy of the 60-year-old mother whose birthday celebration that takes place through the play, that goes into her kids trying to persuade her and get her comfortable with the idea of moving her from out of her comfortable of her home into a nursing facility. So those are the 2 phases that the play will go through. Also in church. So yes, so you're gonna have a lot of gospel music, a lot of gospel singing, and it's laughter, it's tearful, and I mean it's like a everyday family type of situation, but it just brings us up into the forefront of this illnesses that that is affecting our nationality now. Is affecting us in a very booming way, where we have to take care of our parents because they took care of us, and that's just the circle of life. We have to take care of them. You come in baby form and you almost go out in baby form. And that's just, like I said, the circle of life. And that's what this play is based on. And it's like also therapy for me, and it'll be for any person that have any type of illnesses in your family, any type of mental health illnesses, is what Dr. Blake emphasized on in this play. Like I said, this is also a book that is also now available for you on Amazon, as well as Bowie Spiritual Bookstore, or where you can get this book, Give Your Parents a standing ovation by Dr. Blake. And like I said, you can get the book, then you be ready for the play, and then who knows? It's going to go more on and on and on. And hopefully this thing will help a lot of people get used to and comfortable with the idea, and don't be in denial if you have to be a caregiver or you have to be a support person to a caregiver. Because me going through it, guys, it's not an easy job. It's very, very difficult when you have to take care of your parent. You're so used to seeing your parent, you so used to see your parent who taught you things, who gave you life when you were lifeless, in some points of your life, and finances when you were at your bottom penny, and it's really rough when you have to sit back and watch them, deteriorate, so to speak, where they can't be that old person that you're used to. And that part of it alone, not the caregiving, like the daily necessities of eating and bathing and clothing, that's nothing. The part that gets me is seeing them deteriorate from that strong person who brought you here. And it's like their life is being sucked out, and you're just seeing it slowly being taken out of them. And it's a very, very rough situation to witness, and I'm sure a lot of you out there who may understand and may be going through what I'm going through. But like I said, guys, it's all types of programs out there that can help you, caregivers for the elderly, resource programs. You have, you got Mom's Meals out there. That's in Maryland and in D.C. Like that, if you want to get a break and not have to be pinned down to planning out the meals. There's all types of resources and programs out there. All you have to do is just tap into your senior or your aging programs in your state or city, wherever you live, and you can get all that information and have the resources you need for that. Because like I said, you need all the help and support you need, even some time for yourself. You've got programs. If you can't afford full-time nursing, if you can't afford it, there's places that you can get on a waiting list that can help you get assistance with the programs. And then like some people that's in my category where your parent income might be over drive for these programs and they don't qualify, there are reduced programs that are available as well that can help you, assist you. It's not as much assistance as if you were able to qualify for the under income programs, but they do offer you some type of support. It's not a lot. That's, like I said, is on my end what I'm getting, because my mom just have to be over the income category, but they do offer you some support. And they do have respite care, and a lot of people may not want to go through the Department of Human Services because they do get in your business when you are a caregiver response person, especially when you have to even driven to having power of attorney. You got to have your paperwork lined up if you're a caregiver. If you're the sole caregiver of an elderly person that are going through these phases, you have to have your stuff in order, because once they tap in and know that you're being responsible for someone else, they're watching you. If though you're gonna, like they're just watching you, because so many people have abused these seniors, stolen their identity, stolen their credit cards, financially exploited them, misconductly exploited them in certain ways, even through behavior or sexual or mental abuse of some sort. I mean, they have really made it bad for those like myself who is a blood person, and I really care for my mom, and I want nothing but the best for my mom, but they screen me like every 3 months. I get calls. I get periodically calls because they watches her finances. I get calls when something like when I had to put my mom's house up for sale. I got a call. They want to find out why I'm selling the house. Yeah, and I'm like, how did y'all know this? Yes, they get in your business. So it's not easy, and it's not easy. And I get real offensive because I'm like, where was y'all at when I had to change that pamper? Where was y'all at when I had to clean up this? You be wondering where was they at when, but they want to come and make sure you crossing your T's and dotting your I's, while you caring for your loved one. And sometimes it feels very, very like you being scrutinized for loving somebody that is naturally posed as just something you're supposed to do. They make it seem like it's a job. They take the human part out of it. And they make it so hard for you to honestly care for your loved one because you got to watch them because they watching you. And when it's people out here that's doing more harm than that in these big nursing facilities, and people being abused in these big old nursing facilities, and their finances are being abused in these big old nursing facilities because some people don't know no better, but they're not watching them. They're watching a little guy like me. But, like I said, that first part of the show, I just wanted to express that, as well as to get into that now the 3 songs that I do have out on Spotify, which is by Camille, the artist, my other self, my other endeavor of myself, the artist self of me that like to sing, that you guys always know, and my son's music. Now we have them out on Spotify. They are in distribution. And I'm happy to say I just got licensed by BMI, so you guys can purchase my music. And also, my songs have been collecting royalties since last year over in the Netherlands. That's right. Your girls have started collecting royalties on her songs. So don't sleep on the music that I be playing for you that's from Camille, because it's the real stuff. And I'm going to be getting you some new stuff in the future. Coming up with the spring, I'm going to get a chance to get back into the studio now that we got things a little bit settled where I can now, go in the studio and do some more new stuff for you guys. And you guys will get to see that in the makings and see that growing on that side. And also, Katero Shimigami of the Second Generations of Outlaws. He just put out some new music, and it is hot. It's a dedication to the one and only legend, Tupac Shakur, and it's called Ride for Pac. And he is special guest rapper on the track. That's right, the one and only Dougie Fresh nephew, Mason Bates. That's right. Check it out. I'm going to play it for y'all. Give y'all a little sample of it later on through the show. That's right. That's a new one called Ride for Pac. And it's hasn't been released yet. It's still in the works. It's still getting its fine-tuned. But I'm just going to give y'all a little peek of what's to come out on for Katero Shimigami of Second Generations of Outlaws. He's going to be doing his solo stuff. So he will be coming on the show, and I will be having some other rappers on the show and performers as well. I'm just rounding everybody up, getting their schedule, because everybody got 2 and 3 jobs. You got to have that these days, survive with these trunk times. Like I told y'all at the beginning of the year, you got to buckle down and become a little bit more frugal, because this man has got our life on a spinning wheel, just like that spinning wheel on the Wheel of Fortune. That's just how Trump got us going, y'all. So don't sleep on that hairpiece. I'm telling y'all, because like y'all see that spot, that's revealing his secrets. That's letting y'all know when he had that revealing, he made a joke of it. He don't really care. That letting you know that man ain't caring about nothing else. If he can get on Twitter and join about his own baldness, his own fashion, his own hookups and mess ups, that man ain't for real about running this country. So that's why you got to buckle down, become a little bit more frugal, and, take care of our families. And like I said, whatever God blessed you, whatever talent, that's why I'm here pushing mines and my sons, because whatever God blessed you with, and anybody out there, if you got talent, like I always ask you guys, call in 240-719 2560. We got these free gifts. I'm always continue to give away every Saturday, and you get your update on my new music. And like I said, you can go and Google Kentaro Shimigami. That's the second generations of outlaw artists out of the group. He's doing a solo thing now. You can go and Google him, and you will get all his videos and all his songs, especially the new feature that I'm going to give you a sneak peek of later throughout the show tonight. So, like I said, don't sleep, because your girl going to keep it going on. You may not see me, but you going to hear me. Okay? So, keep an ear out for Thinking of You is one of my singles. Another one is Back When, which you saw me perform on, I think that was one of the shows in January. And then there's Boss Hard. That's featuring Kentaro Shimigami and Wu Spitter, who I'm going to have on here soon as well, so he can do some of his poetry as well as his comedy, as well as his rapping for you of his local DMV artist hip-hop style. So like I said, we got a lot of stuff still coming up for you. Don't sleep. It's going on. It's never going to stop, won't stop, and will not stop, because we always here at VoxWave.com, right here at Star Imports, where you can get your automobile boutique experience. That's right. Just like you go get that fashion and that hairdo, honey, you come right here at 4711 Off Place. That's Suitland, Maryland. Right here, the DM in the M of the V, and you can get your car experience on. You come in. If you have a car of your fancy that you have been looking at, you've been choosing, you've been researching, come on in with your budget or what you think that's going to run you, which you can be able to get financed right here. Any credit, they will try to work with you. Don't be scared, because they do it personally and privately. That's why it's called a boutique automobile experience, which you get right here, Star Import Automobile. So, like I said, don't sleep. You can have your opportunity right here at VoxWave.com as well. Like you see your girl, if you want to share your gift, your art that God has given you to share with the world. Because like I said, if you have any talent, or you have any product, or you have any business that you have endeavored that you want to share with the world, that you're networking with the world, like you'll see me have chefs on here. The Produce Pusher will be back again as well. Ashley will be back as well with some recipes. Like I said, everybody get caught up in life, so, you know, it takes time to take time out to do this. You know, you really have to plan time out to do this. Like I said, I just don't just come in here and just sit before y'all. You see, I got my notes. It takes scheduling. It takes time. So a lot of people don't have that type of time to give. So just stay tuned and don't give up on us. We're going to be bringing you some things here at 2GO Radio in the Ladies' Den. So with that being said, don't sleep. I'll be right back with my segment on what you need to know about our health, the mental health. I'm going to get deep with y'all on that because it's very important. I'm going to go with the teen depressions into the LGBT community, also awareness of mental health. It's going to go stretch into a lot of things where we need to get more seriously on, guys, because it's a lot of our own generation and under us are suffering from a lot of PTSD, whatever you want to call it, PTSD, whatever you call it. Yeah, PTSD, post-traumatic syndrome. Everybody's suffering some kind of shocking or something event in their life that caused them to go through these hazards. That's why we got these kids doing what they're doing, and people not understanding, identifying themselves and their own identity. But like I said, I'm going to get into that when we come back. I'm going to let Mr. Ron take us out with some music, and we'll be right back after this music break. Mwah! Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. And thank you for staying tuned to Lady of 2GO Radio. 2GO Radio, Ladies Night Live in the Den. I hope you enjoyed that little jazz pleasure from your one and only, yours truly, Mr. Ron, right here, the engineer in the studio who has a show earlier during today called Your Jazz and Blues Healing. You tune in early on your Saturday, like I said, if you're doing your cleaning or you just want something to relax to while you're doing that workout, doing that little regimen, or whatever you may do. You can tune in early Saturday, catch it live, or what's the hours, Mr. Ron? 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. That's what I said, early morning jazz and blues, baby. Get it on right here at voxwave.com. You can catch Mr. Ron doing his thing, getting you through in that early morning wee hours when you just want to wake up with that cup of tea, that cup of coffee, or that special someone, and y'all just want to just sit back and just meditate to some nice smooth jazz. I recommend it because I try to tune in if I'm up that early after leaving here at night, but I try to tune in and pick it back up in the morning or Friday nights, you know, when I can pick it up, like I said, on Vox Power 373 at YouTube. Any of our shows, if you miss them live streaming, they are available for you to pick up live the next day, the next week, or whatever you're able to sit back and just hit those buttons on your laptop, your phone, or your desktop. You can pull up any Vox Wave show on Vox Power 373 at youtube.com. Okay, now this is what I really wanted to get into you because of all the things that have been going on with these kids. I think it's like a state of urgency, you know, not only just the kids, but adults as well. We've been taking mental health, I think, too lightly in the past. It hasn't been really focused on until now. And now that with the NRA, with their gun laws, they going back and forth, and they're trying to make it more difficulties for you to be able to access license for firearms and all of that, which is okay and fine. But my thing is, what about the person that's behind that trigger? It still takes a human. What about that person? What about the mental health and the needs of that person that's behind that trigger? What about the people that don't have the proper education of holding these firearms and things like that? You know what I'm saying? It's just, that takes the middle part, to have the education about the firearms. So all this play hand in hand together. So what I have done was I have went into the National Institute of Health and the National Institute of the Mental Health departments, and I went in and just did some researches of basically from adolescents' point of view, you know, because that's my heart and my interest is right now, these kids. These school shootings, I'm just so sick. I'm sick. I'm just sick. I'm just sick and tired of these babies, you know, thinking that this is the last and only result is just to take another life. What is so detrimental to a child in their peer state, what they call it, the adolescent stage? What is so detrimental to them that they have to resort into, you know, going through these different measures of not having someone in place to talk to, for one? I believe the school systems done gave up on peer, I guess it's called peer pressuring counseling, which we had when we were in school, because we had our counselors, we had our attendance counselors, and we had so many counselors, man, I forgot. We had a class that was a counselor class, you know, because we had 7 periods, and one of our, I'm serious, Now, I believe they done took the jobs away from the one counselor and made, since the school system and education and the funds has gotten so deteriorated, I believe what they have done was they gave that person too many other jobs where the counseling part for these kids' job was pushed to the side. They done made them start keeping attendance. They done made them counselors start being bookkeepers. They done made them, instead of you found them in the guidance counselor's office, they're at the main office answering the phone. They're not even they have to switch jobs and do other rotations of the administration part of the school. They're not even in their office, guidance counselor's office. So the kids don't have nowhere to go to talk to nobody in school anymore. So with that being said, we have to know the signs, and we have to, I had took a certification over the summer. It was a mental health assessment certification where I've given 6 hours, and it's documented in the government, and I have my certification, my little certificate of learning how to assess a person that is going through. And being able to assess a person that is going through, which the National Institute of Mental Health says that being able to assess a person of signs of their depression, of being to know the difference of the depression and anxiety. Two different things. They may sound like they come from the same driven problem, which is the head, true, but they're two different things. Anxiety is something that's driven on the nerves and the pulsations in the heart and the bloodstreams. It makes a person get like jittery. That's anxiety. That works on your nerves. Okay, depression is a thought of loss, of loneliness, of down, of not loved, or just a state of not being, of having a purpose in life. That's driven to depressions. I said two different things, depression and anxieties. So, being able to assess these type of things, doing any, it could be like a 5-minute evaluation from a person, just talking to a person. You can tell if a person going through, that's why I preached so in the past before, never just giving, a person turn your nose away from a person in passing. Sometimes just speak, how you doing? It ain't gonna hurt you. You never know what a person is going through. That's why I always preach that, to you guys on my segments in the past. And when you can get to a point of assessing, I'm not telling everybody to go out here to take a certification, but I'm just giving you signs of what you can determine to help someone. If you have a sit by someone right now or someone in your family, I'm just giving you some tools where you can help them to know if they're really going to that deep end. Because sometimes all it just takes is just a little notification of a person, what they're going through, and you can probably prevent them from going over the edge, going to that point of no return. Because you have a lot of people that's going through something. Somebody probably just went through the banks and went to the ATM machine just to get a balance, or went on the phone and mobile app and looked to see how much they got to go and what they got left in the bank. And knowing they got this other big bill, the month is just the third. Knowing what they still got to get through next week when the other bills come in for the first of the month. You know what I'm saying? I've seen so many people expressions during this last part of the month of the stress of making sure that the rent is going to be paid, making sure that is a lot. That is a lot on people. And knowing how you're going to be able to accomplish the goals of paying those bills. It's a monthly, daily job. For some people, it's weekly, because some people like myself, we live paycheck to paycheck. So signs of anxiety could come from, like I said, being shortage of money. Depression can come from being shortage of money, not having your finances in order. See, they're two different things, but they can be driven off of one thing. That's why I'm giving you these things to let you know. It could be off of somebody's money, finances. It could be off of what somebody's health. If a person's health is not up to par, if they're not eating properly, if they're not resting properly, all these things can go into, being you at risk of being where you're at risk of some type of depression or have some type of anxiety. Paranoia, that fits in with anxiety, because like I said, your nerves are antsy. You moving from one thing to another. Your thoughts are racing. You're speeding. Or when a person go from one subject to the next subject, when they're just trying to get everything out, that's when you know them are signs. Them are signs. When a family member come to you, you know them as being one way. Then all of a sudden, you start seeing them doing things out of character or saying things out of character that you know that this is not even driven from the person that you have known all your life. Signs, people. Signs. And sometimes I'm telling you these signs because sometimes you can't help them. Sometimes you need to get the hell out of the way and let them go through what they're going through, because you can't help everybody, and we're not all trained as professions to psychologically help people. I'm just giving you tools and things to look for, look upon of a loved one or someone that you may be your significant other, because we don't like to share our downfalls. Like, oh, damn, I don't have enough money. I can't tell that to her. I can't tell that to him because they're going to think I'm a loser, or they're going to think, where all your money at? We so busy worried about what people are going to think, instead of trying to worry about just getting it off your chest, you know what I'm saying, and letting it go, to be the best honest person as can, because when you can dump these things off, carrying things from day to day, it becomes loadful, which makes you build up stress, tense, and which leads to anxiety, which leads to depression. So this is all the things I'm trying to tell you folks, and watch out for these signs, and maybe you can really help someone that you love, or someone, family member that's going through, or even yourself. If you, be for real with yourself. If you see yourself, doing things that you not normal, that's not a character for yourself. Just like a lot of people been saying it for years and been putting in music for us to do this for ourselves. Michael Jackson, I'm talking to that man in the mirror. Check yourself. Who else put out a song? I'm trying to come to me now, but there's been a lot of messages out there. Stevie Wonder might be a little old for you guys. There's a ribbon in the sky. That's about love, hopefulness. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just, we got to always keep these things, like Earth, Wind, and Fire, devotion. Through devotion, blessed all the children. We've been getting messages in our music for years, folks, for years. And I'm going to tell you something. That's how a lot of us baby boomers have been making it through these very uplifting and encouraging songs that these artists have blessed us along the way, which really made me keep forming true to my artistry and what I like to do, and making music of what I've gone through, because that's how I write. I write in journals first. I start in poetry, and then it's a mental process, and it's therapy. Like I said, find something that helps relieves you. It's okay to worry about your bills, to worry about your kids, but we just all got to give in. We all got to give an account for ourselves when it comes to this mental health, guys. Like I said, check yourself as well as others that's around you, because we all going to be going through something, or we already are going through it. So, you can't sleep. You can't sleep. We got to love each other to be healthy, and we got to love each other to be loved. So, and all of that takes a healthy mental state of mind. So, start looking at some of these things that the National Health Association and the Department of Human Services, they have these resources out here for you. And this is one program where you can also volunteer. And these are like the hotlines for teen. This is www.nih.gov teen depression study. This is something that I think we all should be taking a heed of if you have adolescents in your home or soon to be adolescents. Really, really sit down with them. Make sure that they're okay, guys. I mean, just check in with them every now and then. I mean, if you got a moment to sit on the couch and hit that remote, you got a moment to check in with your teenager or your preteen to make sure they're having a good day, to make sure that, they're thought of. You're just not worried about the bills being paid or feeding them. I know sometimes that's all we have to carry us through each day, but we got to get them some more. Got to get them some more time, as well as the participation begins with an outpatient evaluation. Also, the Department of Human Services have outpatient programs where you can come in and be evaluated, get you interviewed, or you can get questions, or you can just get the studies or go in on their teen depression line, and you can get enrolled into the studies and participate from across the United States. It's in the NIH in Bethesda, Maryland, and it's no cost to participate in the study program. It's for parents and children. They must agree to the child's participation. So, and that number is 301-827-1350. That's 301-827-1350, and that's the Department of Health and Human Services, the National Institute of Mental Health. That's for the teen depression study. If you just want to get some insight on it, like I said, or you can just go to NIH and mental health and Google that if you didn't catch all the information that I read to you off the card. And you will see the national bird logo. That's where the national, that's where their headquarters, that's their website. So, and like I said, they have like a volunteer join this. You could join the study online with you and your child. Could do it together. You and your preteen or your teenager can do it together. I think that's something real nice that you can do with your teenager or your preteen. So don't sleep on the babies. Let them continue to know that they're loved, so they don't have to go out here looking for false love on these chat snats and Snapchats and stuff like that. Keep our babies close to home. Get in their business on their phones, because we don't need no more of them missing, going out here looking for love in all the wrong places. You know what I'm saying? We need them to keep that lover right at home. That's why you got to make sure you got enough at home for them. Also, I'm not going to forget about the LGBT community as well. It's another program that's located, I think, in Maryland and abroad. I know specifically they have a location right on Good Hope Road. And this is called Check It. This is for the LGBT community. And they have a lot of resources and programs there at Check It. You can probably go online to www.checkit.com, and you can put up the LGBT community information on Check It. Like I said, they have an office right there. Matter of fact, it's Equality is Worth Fighting For. Check It, and it's at www.checkitenterprises.com. That's www.checkitenterprises.com, and that's for the health and the welfare, the health and well-being of our LGBT community. Check It, and they're right there in your community. They have a lot of sponsors. They had a lot of resources for you. You can get whatever you need from www.checkitenterprises.com. That's for my LGBT community. I told you I always keep information for you guys as well. They have like the same thing. They have like mental health clinical programs. They have screenings for HIV and AIDS programs. They have clothing programs. They have art programs. They have events where you can get involved and be part of the Check It organization, where you can join their organization as well. to be a part of all their events. They do a lot of events across the DMV. It's a huge organization. So the LGBT community, I got you. Check it. Enterprises, check1enterprises.com for you to get all your information that you need on your health and awareness in the DMV. And like I said, the National Institute for Health and the National Institute for Mental Health. Both of those entities can be Googled, and you can get all your information. They'll tell you all about what is going on, your local resource clinics where you can get your pamphlets, your listings for clinics that do intake. I know several places in D.C. I know there's a behavioral program, the Department of Behavior Program that's on K Street. That's 35 K Street Northeast. There's another program that's available through the Catholic Charity Services. That's throughout Maryland and D.C. That's a huge organization, Catholic Charity Services. They have a lot of outpatient programs as well. So don't sleep. Take care of our minds so we can take care of our bodies, to take care of our health, because if we don't take care of us, we can't do it for no one else. So remember that. We'll be right back after this music break. And I'm going to have that music for you when we come back of Katera Shebigimi or what's coming out. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
What you feel, gives us so unreal. Unproductive while you Get yourself away from here. Yeah, we are dignified around here. Oh, I smell something. I smell something else. I don't think. But I might as well get down with the rest.
Saturday night in the Magic City is such a trip. I couldn't feel better even if I was riding on the mothership. Checking out the clocks, it's guzzling champagne, lots of fun. Watching those ladies getting down and shaking the sexy butts. Watching them doing that sexy dance puts me in the mood for a little romance. Hey, I think I better start making plans. Cause if you want something, gotta take a chance. Take a chance, y'all. Saturday night and I'm doing alright, yeah. Saturday night. Saturday night, I'm doing alright, yeah. Saturday night. Living it up in the Magic City, keeping up the pace. Table hopping, singing about and everybody shaking all over the place. Hugging and kissing, squeezing and teasing, making a play. Getting on down with the ladies, dancing the night away. Hey, really love this place I found. I think it's about to hit this place in town. The DJ plays all the latest sounds. Makes me wanna get up and party down. Party down, y'all. Saturday night, I'm doing alright, yeah. Alright on Saturday night. Alright, yeah. Alright.
All righty, welcome back. Yes, sound like the little party Saturday night in the movies, right? We was getting down in here, y'all. Okay, like I said, I was going to have that music for you by Kentaro Shimigami, and this is a sneak peek of a song called Ride for Pac, and that is one and only the legend Tupac Amari Shakur is who this song was a tribute to. And like I said, it's also featuring Dougie Fresh nephew, Mason Bates. Manson Bates with my son of the second generation of Outlaw, Kentaro Shimigami. And this is, like I said, their single called Ride for Pac.
From the west to the east coast. It's the second generation outlaws, Manson Bates. Swerve through your hoods, nigga, raise the stakes. We ride for Pac, bust our nine for Pac. The grind on heavy, we shall not stop. It's the second generation outlaws, Manson Bates. Swerve through your hoods, nigga, raise the stakes. We ride for Pac, bust our nine for Pac. The grind on heavy, we shall not stop. Yo, the Southpaws born, nearly had much, never did give a fuck. Depressed and stuck, making money was a must. Fell in love with lust, getting high to the fullest, sipping liquor in cups. Hustling all day, thinking different wrist 55 rolling by, saying who they could cuff. Long nights turn cold, that truly enough. Young niggas got bold and now I'm kicking up dust. Only one life to live, gotta get my weight up. Even if it takes leaving niggas think laid up. Dealing with the sound and get a live man sprayed up. Putting work on the block, most gotta pay up. Nigga, ain't nothing free, 50-50 to cut. When you poly niggas, Holly speak calm, they cuss. Nigga know this, slip up, pull up and pull up. Fully loaded, blazing out, spitting bodies it up. Come on, come on, come on. West, come on, let's go. It's the second generation outlaws, Manson Bates. Swerve through your hoods, nigga, raise the stakes. We ride for Pac, bust our nine for Pac.
That's right.
The grind on heavy, we shall not stop. It's the second generation outlaws, Manson Bates. Swerve through your hoods, nigga, raise the stakes. We ride for Pac, bust our nine for Pac. The grind on heavy, we shall not stop.
Just the second gen, cause it would never end. Come on, y'all, let's represent the dawn again. And raise them up again, cause we came to win. I'm coming through with the slug fest, so let's begin. Yo, my time is daily, cause I'm a second generation outlaw. We ready, hooked up with the dawns now. You so don't worry, cause this song is gonna give you niggas chill to a scary. In the midst of the night, like the legends to carry. I got my weed bag, nigga, cause I smoke on the deli. I'm about to ambush you niggas, so don't hesitate. Cause if you do, that's gonna be your last debate. This is thug life, nigga, outlaw, that's the name. Sujio on the scene, putting foot in the game. Cause I ride for y'all, and I ride for Pac. And we riding on, we go to like Fatal Hussein. Come on,
come on, come on, West, come on, go. It's the second generation outlaws, Manson Bates. Swerve through your hoods, nigga, raise the stakes. We ride for Pac, bust our nine for Pac. The grind on heavy, we shall not stop. It's the second generation outlaws, Manson Bates. Swerve through your hoods, nigga, raise the stakes. We ride for Pac, bust our nine for Pac. The grind on heavy, we shall not stop.
Yes, like I said, that was Kentaro Shimigami featuring along with the one and only Manson Bates. That's right. That will be coming out. That is available for you now. If you wanted to check it out on YouTube under Kentaro Shimigami, and that's KINTEROSHINI, Gami, GAMI. I'm still trying to get it together myself. But it's easy to pull up. Like I said, that's one of the second generations of outlaw soldiers, and that's Kentaro Shimigami. That's his single featuring the one and only Manson Bates. And if you don't know who that is Dougie Fresh nephew, who helped to create that all that beatbox stuff. So yes, you can Google Mr. Bates, and he got a lot of music He's been out ever since his uncle been out. So he's his own little legend. He's the second generation of Dougie Fresh legend, just like my son is the second generation of the original Outlaws Nation. So I'm going to play one other song. So call in, 240-719-2560. I see you viewing me. I see I got some eyes on me. Why don't y'all call me and tell me what you think of the song? 240-719-2560. Get one of these free gifts. You know, let me know what you think of the music that I'm playing for you tonight, because I'm going to be playing every night, every Saturday. I'm going to be featuring a new artist with their music that they're going to be bringing to you abroad, so you can check them out, follow them on their IGs, and see where they're performing. So don't sleep. So here's another song featuring the second generations of Outlaw. And this is with One Shot Jones featuring Katero Shimigami. And this is called Just Know. Check it out.
Yeah, it's your boss. One Shot Jones. Go. Hey, Katero, you know we're going to see you go this time with me, bitch. All the way from the district of Chi-Lantern, you know what I'm saying? We get it in, you feel me? See, I'm back up on my shit again. And here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Say I'm back up on that shit again.
If you jump, yeah, you know what's up. This is URYBI, 2GO, the Shinigami and the Ghost, and we thuggin' out. About to ride on you motherfuckers, with no doubt. Just know, if you jump up. This is URYBI, 2GO, the Shinigami and the Ghost, and we thuggin' out. About to ride on you motherfuckers, with no doubt. Just know.
Back up on my shit. Back up on my shit, boy. Going in hard. Playing with them big toys. Niggas talking shit. Not making any noise, so I'ma go and get. Yeah, go ahead, get it, boy. That's what up. Watch the nigga show up. Something like show love. I do this shit for show, boy. Like showing nigga show, boy. 151s in the bottle, that's on me. Gotta be that Remy, yes, that Remy with a B. Posted in the spot, shawty messing with a G. What I blow tonight, I make them all, please come and see. Cause hustling all I know, and it's dripping in my blood. You ain't understand, shawty fucking with a thug. You a YBI, 2GO, go get it. One Shot Jones, yes the Ghost, I'm with it. Y'all do for a night, and I do it for a living. Shimmy got me telling motherfuckers how we get it.
If you jump, yeah, you know what's up. This is URYBI, 2GO, the Shinigami and the Ghost, and we thuggin' out. About to ride on you motherfuckers, with no doubt. Just know, if you jump up. This is URYBI, 2GO, the Shinigami and the Ghost, and we thuggin' out. About to ride on you motherfuckers, with no doubt. Just know, young, just know. Y'all know what the fuck is up. It's Katero, the Shinigami, and I'm wrecking out. I got my mind on drinking, I got bugging out. I stay in the zone, paranoid with my blood and round. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, just like what I said. We going to move this shit forward to collect and get more bread. What the fuck was y'all thinking? Thinking that we won't make it? I got a word for you niggas, fucking y'all niggas bitches. That's right, I said that shit, Joe. This song gon' make them jump the gun while they bump this stuff shit up in them clubs. That's why we gon' make it get down with us with the stuff that shit. Don't underestimate us, cause we gon' ride on this outlaw shit, yeah. We bringing it in, fuck it, we gon' represent. I'm gonna show you motherfuckers that this song is in. I got my time to make it, DC Chicago's greatest. We gonna show our city that the real is here and still in the making. You know what's up. This is URYBI, 2GO, the Shinigami and the Ghost, and we thuggin' thugging out. About to ride on you motherfuckers with no doubt. Just know, if you jump up, this is URYBI, 2GO, the Shinigami and the Ghost, and we thugging out. About to ride on you motherfuckers with no doubt. Just know.
Alrighty, that was Karataro Shimigami, as you heard him say, representing that 2GO. But it's really representing the second generations of outlaws. Mommy just took the acronyms and made a station out of it. See, that's business sense. See, that's how we do these things. Mama and son mogul at this thing, you know what I'm saying? And that was him and his boy, the other soldier that's part of the second generations of outlaw. There's 3. That was One Shot Jones, as you know, Katero Shimigami. And then there's Troublesome Smoke. That's on one of their tracks as well. But I'm going to play, my next one is a solo, Katero Shimigami, and he's telling his story about the spirit of the Shimigami. Because if you look up Shimigami, it's a Grim Reaper, a soul speaker. So check him out. And here we go with Shimigami Story by Katero Shimigami. This one.
It's a different season. This is outlaw season. We gon' thug it on up. It's a different season. This is outlaw season. We gon' thug it on up. Shimigami Story.
Yo, this is DOA. Shimigami definitely is coming your way. From the bottom of the abyss, yeah, I do not play. Fuck that shit. I'm tired of the games and the pricks. I'm about to take a ride out in the streets with the clip. Capitol Hill, DC Mob Solo D. I'm on the other side of Perfect where the unknowns be. Checking the shit. All my star shit in the means. Coming to with a situation with degree on my D. With my book of death notes about to take this degree. On some different other shit, young. Y'all niggas ain't friends. I represent this outlaw shit different for the rest of you twits. From up and down, shooting shots and clowns. Thug life and all niggas who fake say that they down. So niggas stop faking like this. It's a lot of other shit that I deal with before I check collect. So let's go.
It's a different season. This is outlaw season. We gon' thug it on up. It's a different season. This is outlaw season. We gon' thug it on up. Shimigami Story.
Fuck it. Things change unacceptable. Coming to my front lines, yo, cause it's incredible. Starting on shit in my mind, cause it's amazing. Stepping with my 10 toes down, I gotta step on things. It's a feeling in my bones, cause I can take it there. Now, motherfucker, a story, I'm gonna tell it clear. We know the government lies, so let's stand up for the police. That shit better stop before it starts some shit. It's a feeling with rush, I'm taking it back. Cause the second generation, and I'm saying it like that. Man, you can like that shit while I'm poking your bitch. This is Shinigami status, 2GO is out shit. And I'm riding all day, bumping 2-5 hits. Thinking about the next day on trying to get rich. So listen to the shit right here. I was trained by the best, it's called Outlaws. And ain't stepping back down, the Shinigami.
It's a different season. This is outlaw season. We gon' thug it on up. It's a different season. This is outlaw season. We gon' thug it on up. Shimigami Story.
Yes, that was the Shimigami Story, y'all. He was telling you how he ride in that outlaw. Down for life, thug life for life. One love, one thug. I'm telling you, them young brothers, the second generations of outlaw, you got to be expecting to hear about them, see them into 2018 because they're not playing. They're coming to you live. Each one of them are doing their solo projects, but they come back together as the second generation outlaw who have been originally ordained by the original outlaws. So don't sleep on them baby brothers because like he said, they've been trained by the best. They've been mentored by the original outlaws, and they are still being watched and mentored by the outlaw nation because they're carrying it on, the movement on, truth in music and in life. No more lies, about the legend. We only want you to know the truth and what he stood for, what does the state stand for, because we stand on the truth. And if you go onto any of the entities, mainly Facebook or YouTube, the Outlaw Nation is just not with my sons in them group or with the Tupac original outlaws. That Outlaw Nation doesn't just start or stop there. If you was to go on, like I said, any of those entities, the Outlaw Nation is huge. It is a huge movement. It is a huge continuous on the dream for what Afeni believed in, as in her son, giving messages in the music and telling your story through truth and honesty. And don't allow no one to steal that from you, because that is your right to be able to tell your story, your journey, because no one else knows it. And that's what she fought for, even back in her Black Panther days, while the movie is out hot. Hint, hint, Black Panther. That's right. Check out the queens that's really stood in the original movement of the Black Panther. You had Angela Davis, and you had Afeni Shakur, and you had a lot of other sisters, and, a lot of brothers, that fought in that movement. Huey, my boy Huey, genius, was one of the founders of the original Black Panther movement. I'm not talking about the movie, the action figure, Marvel stuff. No, I'm talking about the original movement, and that's why me and my sons, we're going to continue to push 2GO, the business, as well as 2GO music, as well as second generations of outlaws. Like I said, they're going to be doing some things, and a lot of things are going to be done probably in the next, upcoming, when it gets warm from spring to summer, a lot of things are going to be coming out of Atlanta, because we're going back down there to do some work, to hook up with some other people, far as AWOL, TST Network. Like I said, this nation is a movement. The outlaw movement is a movement. You got Outlaws Assassins. We got that's in Cleveland. You got Nutso, the original outlaw soldier who was along Pac as he was coming up in his days. You got DJ King Assassin in Cali, who's also down with the movement. We got TSP, Rico Gray, that's right, out off on the West Coast, that's helped pushing this movement. We got John Toledo from Soul Central Magazine. You can check that out on the web, or you can check it out on Facebook, and they have a mobile app, and that's Soul Central Magazine. Give all my props to my baby up in London. Keep it going, bruh. You know I got your back. I'm always talking about you because you're always talking about us. And my son over in the Netherlands, that got mama on to this grid music game, far as getting licensed and being protected with your music and getting your stuff BMI and Spotify. Yeah, it took some young soldiers to get this old soldier back up to this music game. So don't sleep. I got a lot coming from you, not only from just Quintero, Shimmy Gemi, and the second generations of outlaw, but we got models in the families in the second generations. We got actresses. We got young female rappers. We got so many talent that's coming up from the blood-driven relatives of Tupac Amaru Shakur, as well as family members that origin through life association and experiences with that legend. So don't sleep. We're going to keep you updated what's going on in the Outlaw Nation as well as in our music, because most of all the artists that I have just named, from here to the West Coast, we all continue to push Afeni's and Pac's legend on in a truthful manner in music and in love and in truth. So don't sleep. We're going to come back to you. Let me see here. I'm going to play for you one of my songs. I ain't going to play that, though. Which is Boss Heart, which was written and by myself. And each of us, Katerra Shimigami and Wu Spitter, and like I said, Camille, myself as the artist, we had put this together. And this is featuring, like I said, Katerra Shimigami and Wu Spitter right here from the D.C. area, local artists, and myself, Camille. This is called Boss Heart. Check it out. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid. Keep your head up, ladies. You're so hard, break it down. It's so hard, beautiful. Tribulation is an understatement. During these times, you wouldn't understand it. Make you want to scream and shout, God damn it. Then a breeze comes through and gives you a gift. A moment of freshness. There's no need to spare, no need to slice your life or sacrifice your freedom. It's not to be said. Keep your head up, ladies. It's so hard, beautiful.
It's a God and a star. I'm gonna take this part on this real shit. Me got me there. Rebels in my part for my sister and my mother. My dad from the start going DC. We thuggin' and I see you no heart. This is thug life, nigga. I'm gonna say again, coming to the ghetto with the police don't let it get funded. Estimate the people, it will never be the same. When we hit the world, the streets right down to their place. So let's go.
Gotta keep your head up. Sick and tired being fed up. Yeah. Early mornings always trying to get up, trying to survive in these times that we living in. Trying to keep your sons alive from never trying to see the pain. Not to mention the rap me on the job. Trying to stay focused even though the work ain't hard. Staying focused on your mission. Trying to get paid, doing what's right. Then you heard the song say, hey.
Keep your head up, ladies. It's so hard, beautiful. Break it down. It's so hard, beautiful. Yes, that was yours truly. It's so hard being a boss. Now I'm going to let Mr. Ron take you out with some more jazz. We'll be right back to you. Don't sleep. Stay tuned. Call in. Let me know what you think. 240-719-2560. Call in. Come on. Tell a friend. Somebody calling.
if we try, there's nothing we can't do. Now take a look around here. And check out what you see. People, party people. Hey, party people like you and me. We love. That's what we love. Wanna talk about it? Can I tell you about it? People gather round. Let me tell you what's going on. See, if you just take some time and check out this whole world around you. This is what you see. Corruption, destruction, starvation. People walking around, looking down to the ground, with a frown on their faces. Do you know what I mean? Inequality is what you see. And I wonder, was it meant to be for you and me? Are people fighting from it? But people stealing from their brother man. Corruption in the land. That's what we need. Yeah. That's what we need. That's what we need to get it on. Everybody, why don't you think about it?
Hello, welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. And I appreciate you keeping your girl on your tablet, on your phone, on your desktop. I'm just appreciating you viewing in. I see you viewing in. I can see who's viewing in. I don't know why you don't want to call in, take one of these nice gift stuff home that make you smell good, make your house smell good. I got it right here for you. All you got to do is dial 240-719-2560, and your girl can hook you up. Yes, I will, with a free gift, with some information. You can Q&A me. You can tell me you want to come on my show and spotlight right here with me. Beside me, I will share. See this seat? Right here for you. Waiting for you to come and sit down and join your girl. Or just call in. Let me know what you think of the show, or what you would like to see on the show, or who you would like to see on the show. If you know an artist, 240-719-2560. And like I said, if you missed us right now and you want to catch us later, we're also available on YouTube at Vox Power 373 at youtube.com. So don't sleep. You know what I'm saying? We right here for you to give you your viewing pleasures. Right here to make you a local star right here in the VoxWave.com. Family, you're welcome to join as well. You can go on our app and you can find out how to join us so you can have your own show if you're ready. I'm telling you, it's not a hard thing to do, but it's a serious thing to do. The only serious viewers apply only, because I'm telling you, it's work. Your girl and Mr. Ron, we probably make it look easy, but I'm telling you, it's work. But if you love communicating and reaching out to the community and you have a gift, you have something you want to share, like I said, 240-719-2560, or you can hit your girl up. I'm on all the social entities. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram as Lady All That. I'm also on Twitter, Kimberly Brown. That's right. You can pick up your girl. You can follow me and see what's going on. I post what's going on with others in the community, like local love and black art nights, paint and sip nights. I post a lot of events on my page, so you can stay tuned to what's going on in the DMV. Don't sleep. Now, to get back, before I let you go for the night, and I appreciate you joining me, like I said, because I love you guys. That's why I want to give you these gifts. Call this number. Take this stuff off my hand. I got plenty of it. Don't be shy. Ain't nobody going to tell your business. It's only me and you going to know that you called in for this, okay? 240-719-2560 once again. Okay, to get back on to continue my segment, which is This is the Word on the Street. I'm going to dibble back into what I was talking about as far as the health thing. Like I said, just be mindful of these signs of depressions and anxieties that are not only in older people, they are in pre-teens and teens. So everybody goes through. You never know what a small problem and what one question could aid to that person's mental state at that moment in time. So be aware of those signs. Like I said, anxiety and depression are driven from the same vessel, but they're two different things. So just be able to help someone that's in need in that area. And like I said, the best place here in D.C., I know in Maryland, is the Johns Hopkins Medicare Advantage program. And also here in D.C., we got Providence, and you have St. Joseph's Health Systems as well. Those three entities take mental health very seriously, and you don't need a lot of resources to reach out to those entities. They will get you the help you need or get you the assistance that you need to get help for someone else. I'm very serious about this mental health stuff, so guys, please, because we got to keep these babies here because they're our future. And if they're leaving before we leave, who's going to be have here to run us? Our old asses can't run our future. We need these babies. So let's reach out and help them or help someone. Also, on my music and entertainment, part of the Word of the Street, I wanted to get into the rapper Contrell, who was caught on camera with his, I think she's 17-year-old girlfriend. They was caught on the hotel lobby, hotel hallway camera, him throwing her to the floor and beating her in the hallway, snatching her in her clothes, trying to throw her back into the room. Then this baby gets on live streaming entity and airs that, that's how they play. Like, domestic abuse is okay. This is what I'm talking about, signs, people. This is a young couple. This is a young rapper who just getting his career started. He's only 19, I think, and she's only 17. And they're already giving public domestic violence display. And they're in a young relationship. They're just boyfriend and girlfriend. They're not even married. But this baby gets on TV and say, oh, that's how the way me and Contrell play. And it's not okay. It's not okay. No form of abuse is okay. If that's the way someone has to show you love, that's why I'm saying signs, people. That boy needs some counseling, and so does she. Signs. It's not okay for your baby to come home with no black eye. Don't nobody give you that much love in the world. If you got to get love from pain, then it ain't love. Remember that. So that was mine on Contrell, the young man who was caught, the rapper, who was caught doing this domestic violence thingy on camera at the hotel. Also, it was a big thing going on about the Kardashians versus the Hilton on a Celebrity Family Feud. It was almost in the ballpark. It was almost at batting. But when the Hiltons got to their part to bat up, everybody bailed out on the Hiltons. Ain't nobody want to be going up against the Kardashians, I guess. So the little sister person, the mom and the dad was thirsty for it. But the other two siblings, the sister and the brother, they ain't want to be a part of it. They ain't want to get on TV. They not thirsty for that kind of prime time money, I guess. So they could do without it. So they bailed out. So now the Kardashians don't have anyone like the Hiltons, a big Fortune 500 family, to compete against them. So they had no choice but to compete against their own self, the Jenners. So it's going to be now a celebrity family feud with the the West versus the Jennings, I think. That's how they're going to do it, swing it now. So, you know, they always thirsty for that prime time light, you know, to let you know how well their family can think and drink and live. So we give it to them, say, hey, they got it. And that's how they roll. That's how they roll. I ain't mad at them. Also, I wanted to talk about the Black Panther movie. I have not yet seen it. I'm getting all these big raves about it. I'm going to make it a point to see it. I will have my rave reviews on it available for you next Saturday. And hopefully I have 2 guests in here with me that'll bring you some local DC talent, if I have to force them in here myself. And the produce pusher, hopefully we'll get her back in here with some more of her new updates, because she just did a big interview on a big scale. She had a big platform. I forgot what cable news channel it was, but it was about local people who have got into the fields of agriculture, into local medicines, natural medicines, organic farming, with just a whole table panel of other people. She had a chance to be the youngest person on that panel. And I'll let her tell you all about that when she comes back. Also, with the entertainment and music, we got a lot of good shows and plays that is coming to the DMV. Like I said, my play, which is to be in May. We got Monique's play is here coming, I think, this month. Then we got a lot of good stuff coming up at the arena, Capital One Arena, which I'm looking forward to partake in, especially Lit as Blank tour with Martin Lawrence. That's right, the homeboy coming back home with a comedy tour. He gonna have JB Smooth. He gonna have Adele Givens. He gonna have Mike Epps. He's gonna have, I think, it's about 5 other people he's bringing back with him to do this comedy tour, and I'm gonna partake in that. I'm so looking forward to that. It's called Lit as Blink Tour, so look out for that. That's the local. And then now, as you can see locally, this fashion, this weather we've been having. I know y'all been breaking down, putting out some of that spring stuff. But you got caught, because now it's going to get back cold. So don't sleep. Don't take off no layers. See, I got about 5 layers right here. So don't take off these layers, because it ain't playing out here. And you see that wind? It's been doing some things. A lot of people are still without power. You know, if you got loose items around your house or hanging on your window frames or whatever, just pull those things in till Mother Nature and Father Time finish what they're going to do through this season, because it's not over. We're going to get back into the cold weather. And, you know, March winds are like a lion. Then April showers. Hopefully we can get some May flowers. We hope it all goes in that order. Okay, and that's as far as on my fashion. Just want you to keep up warm. Like I said, keep patronizing our local stores and our local thrift stores or the consignment shops. You can still get good items around this time because now a lot of people are going to start spring cleaning, trying to get rid of some old stuff so they can get into new stuff with the tax season. So this is a good time to visit those secondhand shops and thrift stores and consignment shops, as well as our local little clothing stores and boutiques. A lot of spring stuff is coming out, so beware for that. And like I said, they're mixing and matching fabrics with different like stripes with flowers and flowers with prints, and with you have your crochets and your knitting fashions are coming abroad now, and you're having them using more of the shiny type of materials, the metallics, the peats. So all these things are coming out this spring, where you can pump up with, you know, you can use a little glitter now. And it's not bad to use glitter to boost or to pop an outfit. You know, you can always add a glitter little item or something with a lot of little stones or something to it, because that's what's coming up now. And first of all, I'll keep you updated with. I'll be bringing some items in that I have specially had picked out myself and added some stuff to it to create a new look. So stay tuned for that as well. And for my community announcement, VoxWave now feature a streaming radio media player on our website front page, where local artists can go and get their music played 24/7. For more information on getting your music in rotation or to perform live at the studio, you can contact Mr. Gaskins 240 at 832-4455. That's 240-832-4455. That's Reg Gaskins. And Android users, the VoxWave app is now available in Google Play Store. You can get our app there, as well as you can download today on your Android devices to listen to and to view the program. So that way you don't have to go through searching through YouTube or VoxWave. We got our own app now where you can just pull us up and pull us on. And business owners who are looking for a place to advertise your business, like I said before, right here. We promote your products or your services. VoxWave is the right place, like I've been telling you all the time, every time. Here in the Ladies Den, Ladies Night Live, you can come and get your viewing pleasures on, or give viewing pleasures. So don't sleep. We got you covered here at VoxWave.com. And your girl will be here every Saturday night live in the Den, bringing you from within some new and some review on everything and every update every Saturday at 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. I love giving you my time, and I appreciate you giving me your time into your, like I said, your mobile or your desktop or your tablet, whatever you're doing, whatever you're using to give your girl some of your space and your time. Any of our shows here at VoxWave, we do appreciate you. That's why we want you to call in, 240-719-2560, because we got gifts to give you for showing appreciation, and we can turn you on to some information. So don't sleep on that. And that was part of my community part of the word in the street. And one more thing about the community, I want to bring forth that the Marion Barry statue has been revealed today. It was open and announced out today in public down at the John C. Smith building at the Council Cinnamon building, where you can go downtown and you can see his statue, the Mayor for Life. And also, I think they're working on a movie, if I'm not mistaken, but I know the book is already out. The book been out before the Mayor for Life, Mr. Barry, passed on. I still can't believe he's gone, because the man has done so much. And like I said, don't sleep on that either, because that brother got a legend that he had left behind. Through all his trials and tribulations, that man came back and forth and won this city's heart time after time, and he never sat down. Even when he got too old or too sick, he was still included in the marches. He still was paving and walking that concrete on rights and amendments and bills to get passed. The man fought until the day he left here. Yes, the statue is up now, and you can see it. Go down, take your kids down there. It's a lot of history down in that John C. Smith building about our civil rights, all of our civil rights leaders, past and present. When I went down there for open discussions, that's where people go when you hear them giving public hearings on issues and local laws and stuff like that. That's where you go to sit in on these things when you see it being publicized on TV, with all these people be sitting in a room and they be at the town meeting. That's where you go, as far as in the district, to participate in any of those hearings or those meetings down at the John C. Smith building down on Pennsylvania Avenue, where the Marion Barry statue is exhibited right now. So don't sleep on our Black history right here in the DMV. Like I said, the play, Giving Our Parents a Standing Ovation, is written by another local, Dr. Blake, who, like I said, it was a book first, but now it's a play that yours truly get to feature in. I have several roles. I'm also now just got the role of being the narrator, where I'll be reading you, explaining the play as it goes along in action, as well as the understudy as Mama Veen, the 60-year-old lady. So, but like I said, thank you for having me back. I missed you guys, and I promise you're gonna keep finding me right here live with guests or with just me and Mr. Ron in the house. Or you could come on by and sit in the lobby and watch us air live and partake in some little cocktails if you have or whatever. We love to have you to come by and sit in while we do our live shows. Anytime here at voxwave.com. Like I said, 4711 Arf Place, Suitland, Maryland, right here in the Maryland of the District of the Virginia of the DMV. 2GO Radio, yours truly, Lady of 2GO Radio. I'll see you same time, same place next Saturday. So stay tuned. Love you. Ladies' night. Woo!